The Asia Pacific Rally Championship is a 6-round rally series, with events as far south as New Zealand and as far north as the island of Hokkaido, Japan. In 2011, the series was dominated by 3 teams. The Proton Satria S2000 cars, driven by former World Rally Championship drivers Alistair McRae and Chris Atkinson, facing stiff opposition from the Mitsubishi Lancers of the Indian-based MRF Tyres team and the Cusco Pertamina Racing team from Japan. Proton got off to an ideal start with an outright win in Malaysia. But then their run faltered in Australia when lead driver Atkinson retired at his home event with mechanical problems. After 2 events, India's Gaurav Gill led the Asia Pacific drivers' points, but then he crashed out in New Caledonia, then twice more in New Zealand, allowing the Protons back into contention.
You're kidding me.
Podium finishes in New Caledonia and New Zealand for both Proton drivers had them going into the final round in Longyu, China, almost equal on points, and it was going to be a straight fight to secure the title.
Alistair, is it nice to see #1 on the car?
Yeah, good to see #1. As long as it stays there all weekend, we'll be happy.
McRae and co-driver Bill Hayes were unstoppable on the muddy mountain tracks. And when the event moved to the super fast concrete roads, they were even quicker. Atkinson had no answer for his teammate's speed and could only manage 3rd place behind Finland's Jari Ketema, driving for the Southeast Motors Kumo Mitsubishi team owned by Chinese businessman Fan Fan. It was McRae who took the win and the Asia Pacific Drivers' title, while Proton took home the manufacturer's trophy.
We obviously came here leading the championship. It's a tough event, but the car, the Protons run faultlessly, tyres have worked. It's the weekend we've wanted all year, it's been perfect.
Behind the leading cars, the 2-wheel drive class was won by 3-time APRC champion Malaysia's Karamjit Singh in a Proton Satria 1.6, while Japan's Akira Bumba took the Junior Cup also in a Proton. The first event in 2012 is on the super fast roads of New Zealand, where Proton will return to defend their title, fresh from a win in the World Rally Championship, their new signing PG Anderson taking the SWRC class at the snowbound Swedish Rally in February. After a run at the Proton Power of One Motor Show in Kuala Lumpur, last year's champion Alistair McRae is looking forward to 2012.
In 2 weeks' time we go to the first round of the 2012 Asia Pacific Rally Championship down in New Zealand. We've been there 2 times with the Proton. Chris won last year, we finished 3rd. So we're really looking forward to it. I've got a new teammate with PG Anderson, who's extremely fast. He's recently won the first round of the WRC in the S2000 category for Proton in Sweden. So I'm sure we have a very strong team. The car's always improving, and looking forward to be back behind the wheel and in defence of the Asia Pacific Rally Championship.
Australia's Chris Atkinson has switched teams for the 2012 APRC and will drive for the MRF team in a Skoda Fabia S2000. Earlier this month, the Australian competed at the World Rally Championship in Mexico with the Monster Energy team, setting a faster stage time, but unfortunately retiring with brake problems when in 8th place. Atkinson is looking forward to the New Zealand opening round of the Asia Pacific Rally Championship, where he won in 2011.